Hi guys, Cindy here, and I'm going to be doing a video on the languages I want to learn and why. Now, most of you guys know that I want to learn German. And why, you might be wondering. Well, I'll tell you why. Most of my family comes from Germany. I love my family. In Germany, I think Germany has really interesting culture. Maybe I could be biased in that too because, yeah, I am mostly German. But yeah, I really want to learn German because I just love the language. I think German is a really interesting language to learn. It's very, very hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat that at all. But I just love it. I want to learn more of the culture of where most of my family came from. Number 2, Russian. Привет. Yeah, I want to learn Russian as well. Because I just love, again, I love how Russian sounds. And Russian is an interesting language to me. And then I have a friend that's from Russia that wants to learn Russian. So I offered to learn some Russian along with her. So she kind of like a learning buddy kind of thing. Because she wants to learn Russian and be able to go to Russia to visit the country that she was born in. And then maybe meet her actual family, her blood family. And I think that would be really cool to help her out with. And then I heard that Russians don't really speak English. So I feel like at least learning the basics of Russian will help me get around Russia. Because I don't want to only be in like places like Moscow and St. Petersburg and the tourist destinations. I want to actually be able to explore Russia, like the less known towns as well. Because I've heard that that's the best way to capture a country's culture, is to go in the more less known areas to tourists. I think that would be so fun. And then the third language I want to learn, Japanese. Konnichiwa. And yes, before any of you guys ask me, I do like anime and manga, but that's not the reason why I want to learn Japanese. Like, I've always thought Japanese was a really, really pretty and cool sounding language. Like, one of the prettiest and coolest sounding languages ever. I might just think that because it's so foreign to an English speaker. But, I don't know. I just think it's fun to try to learn a different alphabet. And I love how the Asian characters look. Like, yeah, with these two languages, I'll be learning different alphabets, different characters to live my life by. I just think that's so cool. And then, like, I don't think I've ever heard a Japanese word that I don't like. Like, I'm not kidding. Every single Japanese word that I've heard sounds really cool to me. Couldn't explain to you why. Like, excuse my language here, but there's a YouTuber that I like that's half Japanese, half Australian. Mr. Anime Man, if you want to check him out, if you like anime as well, and you're interested in the Japanese culture, because he does talk about that quite a bit too. And he played a game called like Kusoge or something, which means a shit game. And I'm just like, dude, how can I like a word meaning that? My brain perplexes me sometimes. But yeah, I just love Japanese. And honestly, the things that I mostly want to learn Japanese for is so I can get to know their culture better. And so I can actually be able to pronounce Japanese things better. Like, There's a lot of Japanese urban legends that I really like and I think are really interesting. And honestly, I just feel like Japan is just a gorgeous country. Like, yeah, I like anime and manga, but that's not the reason why I want to learn Japanese. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I want to learn Japanese, really. But the main reason is I just love the language. And then there are a lot of Japanese movies that I like, specifically Japanese horror movies, but that's beyond the point. I've always wanted to visit a shrine or a temple because I think that would be so freaking cool. But unfortunately, I heard that you can't even take pictures at some temples, which is like random temples, which is like boo. But yeah, if I can afford a video camera or I get one for my birthday or some Christmas because my birthday is coming up. Hint, hint, mom. Hint, hint. Maybe I could videotape my travels because that would be so cool to be able to share with you guys. Because my dream job is to be a flight attendant. I just think that would be so cool. And then the last language I want to learn is Spanish. Because Spanish is just a really useful language all around if you live in the United States like I do. Like, yeah, I am planning on moving to Germany for a bit if I can afford it. But honestly, no matter where you live, unless you live in Asia, I can imagine, well, Asia or the Middle East, Spanish is a very, very important language to know. And people all around the world speak Spanish. I unfortunately don't have a Spanish book with me right now. I only have the Russian, Japanese, and then German books. I have a lot more German books. This is my only Japanese book. This is my only Russian book. My primary focus right now is German. I only pretty much got the Russian and the Japanese book so I could get used to the writing systems and alphabets and characters of each of the Russian and Japanese. I don't know why. Asian culture has just always interested me, even though I don't have any Asian in me. Like when I was in elementary school, I was like obsessed with China, and now I'm really, I wouldn't say I'm obsessed with any country anymore, but I am really interested in Japan. But honestly, I play my Chinese obsession with my school that I went to in 3rd through 5th grade. But I just really like Japan. Like, have you guys ever seen cherry blossoms? Yeah, they're beautiful. And then the shrines, so cool from what I've seen of them. And then the gardens in Japan, and it's just so beautiful. And then with Germany, plus my ancestry comes from Germany, so why not? And the castles, the Christmas markets, Oktoberfest, just there's so many awesome opportunities to learn with these languages. And then with Russian, I think Russia is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. You may agree with me or disagree with me, that doesn't matter. It's just my opinion. I'm sure if any Russian person is watching this and they can speak English, I'm sure they'd actually be pretty thankful that someone actually likes their country. Yeah, Russia has a really bad reputation, and I understand why. It is because of their crappy, crappy government. Honestly, the government is not the people. So I don't know why so many people hate the people of Russia. Like, it's the government that screwed up. And yeah, this was actually a really fun video to make. But yeah, thanks for watching. See ya! It didn't stop recording when I wanted it to. Okay, epic fail. Or in all seriousness, see ya!